The house that we were living in, it was my starter home. It was where I started out at. And after being in the real estate industry for over 15 years, a client called me and said, hey, would you list our house? And I went out to this property, and it was not the common home that I had listed as far as it stood out to me, and I didn't know what it was about the house. And then kind of logic started getting into that. Well, we have one child already, another kid on the way, and maybe it's time to start thinking about a new house that might fit us better. And
yeah, so once we did start the decision of looking at houses, John got really excited about this house and called me, and he said, you need to show up to this house like before it gets dark at like 7 o'clock at night. It was just starting to become dusk, and we walked upstairs and there was this beautiful view of Meridian, and it was newly renovated and it had space for our family to grow. And so at that point we started talking about, like, should we put an offer in on this house? And I was like, yeah, let's go for it, let's do it. So we did. We put an offer in and it got accepted.
At that point I realized, one thing that we do for our clients is do a really deep questionnaire when we first sit down with them. And that questionnaire process is to find out what's truly important about a house. And we didn't go through that. I didn't take myself through my own questionnaire. I knew from the questions almost at the very beginning it wasn't the house for us. The biggest fear I had was now telling my wife, who was emotionally engaged and happy about the house, and to tell her that I didn't want to go through with it. And
I was so disappointed when we decided to retract our offer, and I felt very frustrated that he was the one that introduced me to the house in the first place, and that he is a professional realtor. Like, this should not have happened to us. Like, how could this happen? I was so excited and then so disappointed within like 3 or 4 days' time.
If you had moved forward in that home, what would you not have today?
I think that had we decided to go with that house that we originally put the offer in on, we would have missed out on like this massive opportunity that we now have, particularly with our kids in this neighborhood. And hold on a second. Apparently I needed more than just a cup of water before we started. Now where we're at, we have this amazing community of neighbors and friends, and our oldest daughter has amazing friends, I think lifelong friends, that she not only lives in the same neighborhood with, but also goes to school with. And I don't think that we had thoroughly thought through, a house is like the foundation of your whole life. It's where you find your security, it's where you find your comfort, it's where you get your rest, it's where you eat your food, it's where you connect with others. It is just such awesome work, and that's what West Real Estate Group is. It's not about transactions, it's about relationships.
so this process for us really brought it home that it's so critical of what the work is that we do and the time we put into clients up front to really ask those tough questions. The idea is that everyone on our staff has a heart of a teacher. We're not interested in just a sales mentality to close a deal. We're interested in it, and does it meet their needs both today and tomorrow and 10 years down the road.